So AP Language is, the full course description is AP Language and Composition. It is the junior level AP English class. Senior year you have the option of taking AP Literature. So when you put them side by side, AP Language is a nonfiction course. We do study a little bit of fiction, 2 novels, maybe 3 novels if there's time, and but most of it is all nonfiction. So whenever you're absent, you should email your work to your peers so that they don't fall short of their national or world news or whatever it is. I might be doing a little reworking today just so that you all have someone to talk to and share. So there are no official prerequisites for this course, but in general, if you're in honors English your sophomore year, or maybe even AP Euro your sophomore year, and you're doing well with an A or a B, in general, it might be a good decision for you to move on to AP Lang and try that out. If you're in a CP class, you would want to have a conversation with your English teacher, because it can be, you know, we need to have maybe an individual decision between you and the teacher, and maybe even your parents, about whether or not AP is a good fit for you. If you're feeling under challenged, or you want to take the leap, it's absolutely, the door's open for that. We just need to make sure it's the right decision for you. So there is a summer assignment for this course. You can find it in several places. You can find it on my website, which is Mrs. Alberts, on School Loop. You can also find it on the English department website for School Loop, and then the AP website for School Loop. So it's in several places. There are specific requirements that are listed. Please read through those instructions. Essentially, there are 2 assignments. There's one reading of a narrative, the narrative of Frederick Douglass, and an assignment that goes with that. And then there's a separate assignment that has you try your hand at college level questions. Those 2 things should be saved as separate documents. There is the option to turn in those assignments early on School Loop. You can see the due date will change, but usually it's in the middle of August if you would like to turn in for a little bit of extra credit before the first day of school. Otherwise, all assignments are due on the first day of school, typed, ready to submit to me, saved in your Google Drive. So something that is, I think, kind of cool about AP Language is that it is all nonfiction, and we're surrounded by nonfiction. It's the real life around us all the time, and often students feel that we're taught, you know, what to think. AP Language is sort of the opposite. I don't teach you what to think, I teach you how to think. So, you know, you're absolutely allowed and encouraged to have your own opinion, and just be able to substantiate that with proof and evidence from the text. So that's really cool, and we have a lot of rich conversations. There is a certain maturity level that needs to come with AP Language, so that we can have those mature discussions. But every day is interesting in our classroom.
Good. Well, you know, if I could go back and do it again, I'd definitely take AP Lang, without a doubt. One of the most beneficial classes I've taken here at Sage Creek. You know, a lot of people get caught up in what's the workload going to look like? Is there going to be a lot of homework every night? But to be honest, there was a solid amount of work, but it was definitely manageable. I took 3 other AP courses as well, and it wasn't like I was up till 2 in the morning every night with all this homework. It was hard, but manageable. But primarily, the reason I highly suggest AP Lang was because it has done wonders for my writing ability. Miss Alberts worked with me, she works with you, she makes sure that you really know how to construct an essay, how to organize, she makes your writing better in almost every aspect. And so that's one of the primary reasons why I highly suggest taking AP Lang.
AP Lang was my favorite class of high school. It drastically expanded my writing and reading skills, and has helped me with college essays, and all my other classes. The workload, it's a lot, but it's manageable because Mrs. Alberts is willing to help anyone who's willing to put in the work, which is definitely a positive of taking the class, so I wouldn't be intimidated by that. And she teaches material that, although it's dense, she breaks it down so that's understandable for everyone. And it's one of my favorite classes, like I said, and I would definitely recommend taking it.